Mr. Jesutega, Onokpasa, legal practitioner, joins us still on this conversation. On the other part of the conversation, EFCC versus Yahaya Bello joins us from Abuja studio. Mr. Onokpasa, thank you for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
We're very well. Let's get straight to the point. Apparently, we hear, I understand that this offense, though criminal in nature, these allegations, is a bailable offense. So, question naturally would be, if it's a bailable offense, why all this drama?
I think that question should be directed at the EFCC. That is wantonly and brazenly seeking to break the law by
Mr. Onokpasa. Mr. Onokpasa, if I may butt in, my sincere apologies.
Valid court order.
My sincere apologies. What I'm saying is that if it's a bailable offense, why can't Mr. Bello just show up and answer and go home and continue trial?
Because we all have rights in a civilized society. We all have rights in a democracy. The question, it is like saying, if I don't have a skeleton in my cupboard, therefore you should be able to barge into my house. On what basis? I have right to my privacy, for God's sake. If I have a court, if I have good reason to feel that you are about to violate my rights, that you are about to set me up, that you are on a personal agenda, that it is something else, you are not trying to fight corruption, you are just trying to drag me in the mud, probably even harm me, then I don't have a right to go to the court to seek protection. That's all he did. That's all he went to court.
Mr. Onokpasa, let's be clear.
We have rights to go to court.
Yes, I know everybody has right to go to court, but I don't think the EFCC just, hold on, I don't think the EFCC just woke up. They said there's an allegation of over 80 billion naira money laundering that belongs to the state, that was laundered. Come and answer questions. You heard the EFCC chairman say, he even put a call to him. Out of respect, there are things you need to clear. That's my question.
Please, with due respect, I'm not even interested in anything the EFCC chairman has to say. This is the same EFCC chairman, barely months into office, he claimed that 70% of Nigerian youths are involved in Yahoo. Somebody called me from America, a criminologist, and said, is this what your EFCC chairman is saying? Where did he get that statistics from? I don't take him seriously. He says what? He said Yahaya Bello laundered 80 billion.
Mr. Onokpasa, my apologies. I'm not going to allow you disparage the institution. Let's stay focused on the conversation.
I do not have to take, excuse me, we have rights, for God's sake.
Let's stay on the issue.
Beautiful. Now, he was saying that is beautiful. In his press conference, he was talking about whether people expected him to shoot people, he mobilized intelligence, he did this, he did that. When did he go there? When did he get at what material point in time did he claim to have gotten a warrant of arrest for Yahaya Bello? Did he serve Yahaya Bello? Was there any invitation to Yahaya Bello?
The argument
that is, if he says he called Yahaya Bello, I'm not interested in that, because I'm not aware. I'm not aware of any such conversation.
No, Mr. Onokpasa, I think you should be concerned without making case for anyone. Just hold on. You should be interested.
No, you should. Excuse me. He should have. Excuse me, please.
Just a minute, Mr. Onokpasa, so that we can have a conversation. So that you talk. We'll have the conversation.
He should have properly invited. Beautiful. He should have properly invited Yahaya Bello. He should have served him a document.
Which they said they did.
Why didn't he do that? It is because they did not. Why did you ask him to show you the invitation? They did not invite him, because they knew they were about to breach the law, and they didn't want Yahaya Bello to have evidence of them breaching the law. Then you call him on the phone. You are calling him on the phone to do what? If you want to invite me to come to your office, write me. What are you calling me for?
Are you aware,
when
Mr.
I have
Onokpasa,
a valid court judgment protecting me?
Mr. Onokpasa, are you aware that the EFCC has said the reason, which is the hearing that happened today for substituted service, which has now been done, is because Mr. Yahaya Bello has been evasive to being served which is why they had to lay siege on his house. Are you aware of that part of that information?
Do you know the crux of this matter? You see, but you see, all these narratives, they are actually of no interest to a lawyer, unless the lawyer is playing to the gallery. If a man has an order of court saying that you cannot arrest him, your remedy is to go to court to vacate the order. Okay? That's just how it works. Now, if you succeed in vacating the order, well, all well and good. If the court says, well, go and seek leave of the Court of Appeal before you can arrest the man, you should go there. We cannot have a police state, a Gestapo system.
Okay, Mr. Onokpasa, I understand what you're... There's something I need to be clear with you on. He approached the High Court. The High Court gave a ruling in his favor, an interim injunction, and gave them leave that if they want to arrest him and all of those technicalities, they appeal. Hold on, Mr. Onokpasa. I say, hold on, just let's calm down. Now that he's aware that he's being charged for money laundering, now that he's aware it's to the tune of 80 billion naira, now that he's aware of all of this issue, why can't he show up before the EFCC to save himself all of this embarrassment?
Yahaya Bello, as far as I am aware, is aware that he has a court order that says you cannot arrest him. You see, all these are shenanigans. They are of no interest to me. I'm a professional, for God's sake. Now, a man has a court order. The order says, the order restrains you from arresting him. Now, to the extent to which that order was varied, the order says, seek leave of the Court of Appeal before you can arrest the person. Is the person supposed to cooperate with you to break the law, to defy the courts? That's the issue. It's not a question of aware of what. Yahaya Bello, as far as the law is concerned, all Yahaya Bello is aware of are the court orders. And they are all in his favor, by the way. That's all he has to be aware of. Aware of what? Aware of a press conference by the EFCC.
So what is Mr. Onokpasa, what is difficult? You're a lawyer, so what is difficult in, now that he knows all of these things are playing out, why can't he go to court before Justice Emeka?
I don't know if he knows.
Hold on. When you talk, I allow you to talk, so just allow me, please. Why can't he go to Justice Onokpasa's court and say, look, I am not appearing. I chose to honor you because of respect, but there's a subsisting court order that has not been set aside. I just needed to let you know. Why can't he appear now that
has been done by his lawyer? That has been done by his counsel. I'm not like Yahaya Bello's counsel. Yahaya Bello has learned counsel representing him. All these things have been done by his counsel. It is the EFCC that is trying to try him in the court of public opinion instead of going to the court of law. This case, the matter is in court. Let the process play itself out. He has a court order. He has learned counsel representing him. It's not what is this narrative about Yahaya Bello running away from the law? Running how? I have a court order. It says it restrains you from touching me. Then you say you mobilize to my house to violate the court order, to break the law. Then there is even a variation of that order that says seek leave of the Court of Appeal before you can arrest this person. You have not done that. That's all the person has to be aware of. That's all he is aware of as far as the law is concerned. It's not all these ones.
Mr. Onokpasa, isn't it? I allowed you to talk so that it wouldn't look like I'm interrupting you because we're totally out of time. Isn't it the reason that the EFCC now sought an ex parte to get that warrant of arrest to get him to come to court?
When the EFCC sought that ex parte order, did they inform the court that there was a subsidy order restraining them from touching Yahaya Bello?
But they've been granted leave by the court. They've been granted leave. You admitted that they've been granted leave.
So go to the court. They have not been granted leave. I'm speaking legalese. The court mandated them to seek leave, not grant. They have not been granted. They should go. They will apply to the Court of Appeal to permit them to arrest Yahaya Bello.
The reason I'm saying what I'm saying is that Mr. Abdul Wahab Mohammed, who is one of the counsels to the EFCC, had clearly said it is on the premise in line with that judgment from even the Kogi High Court, which is why they sought leave to stick that ex parte and get him, to appear in court. But apparently, we're totally out of time. But the truth is that at the end of the day, the EFCC has made up its mind that Mr. Yahaya Bello has to come and appear before the court to answer for the allegations leveled against him. The EFCC is not a court of law.
The EFCC does not have such powers. It does not have a power above even a customary court, not to talk of a high court or the court of appeal.
Are you, Mr. Onokpasa, are you against the Yahaya Bello appearing before court, or you're just insisting on process? What exactly is going on?
He is in court. Yahaya Bello is in court. That's how we... Look, you know you're a journalist, so you understand these things differently from me. He is in court. He has a court order. Yahaya Bello is not running from any court. He's already in court. That's how we lawyers interpret it. He's running from what? From whom?
Well,
he's in court. He has learned counsel representing him.
Let me find out from you.
He's not running from anything.
The EFCC say one of the allegations they leveled against him is the fact that before he left office, I need you to answer this honestly. The EFCC said they have evidence of payment of $750,000 he made transfer for school fees in advance, I think for his children and all of that. These are strong evidence they have against him just to come and answer questions.
Did you see the evidence?
This is Mr. Onokpasa.
No matter how many allegations.
I did say that I'm not going to allow you to disparage the institution. The chairman of the institution, just hold on, Mr. Onokpasa. We need to calm down. The chairman of the institution.
It's not a court of law. Good God.
Mr. Onokpasa, he said he has evidence.
He's not a judge.
Mr. Onokpasa, you need to calm down. Mr. Onokpasa,
that's why it's an allegation.
Mr. Onokpasa, if you calm down, you hear me. He said he has evidence to the effect that $750,000 was transferred by Mr. Bello to his student's school fee just to come and answer. He's not saying it's a court of law to decide. You have a case to answer, Mr. Bello, come and answer. How is that difficult?
It is not up to the EFCC to say someone has a case to answer. It's up to the courts. It is a court that can convict you. Now, if you say, I should come, and for whatever reason, I decide to go to court, all of us must obey that court. Otherwise, we have bedlam in the country. That's just how it works. Go back to the court. Go back to the court to vacate those orders.
All right, Mr. Jesutega Onokpasa, thank you so much for coming on the program. I have a lot to do today on the program, but I must thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.